What it do, Niner fam? Got a quick story for you. Should be a quick one. Make sure y'all share, subscribe, man. Make sure you subscribe. We're trying to get them subscribes up, man. You feel me? Now, as you see the video, 2-14. That's your boy O.J. Simpson. Orenthal James Simpson. Originally from San Francisco, too. Originally from San Francisco. And in 81, we had a Super Bowl. Say, okay, well, what's the connection? Okay. OJ was a beast. I don't care what you think about him. He was a beast in football, especially in his prime. Okay? He was a beast. As his career was dwindling, he was running back, so then careers end quick and with all the hits. His career was dwindling. As it was dwindling, the 49ers, now this is like a little bit before 79, the Niners wasn't doing too good. They had some okay years, some so-so years, but they weren't doing too good. And they wanted to make a splash, so they go get OJ. And they gave up a first-round pick for him. Now, he comes to the Niners. Everybody cheered. As he's a hometown kid. He's from San Francisco. So they cheer for him, and when he gets on the field, but it's not really doing too much. It's the same, he was injured when he left Buffalo. And then when the Niners got him, he wasn't even the same. And then he was already on a decline with Buffalo. Injured and on the older, he was on a decline. He goes to the Niners. Yeah, just because he was OJ, people thought that his name made him run faster. No, he's not who he used to be. It's a big difference. Remember when Beast Mode went to Buffalo and then he went to Seattle? That's how they thought it was going to be. But no, OJ was old. So the years he played, he played with the Niners, they were still losing. And so they went into the draft and they were going to draft a quarterback. They had gave up their first round pick to the Bills. But it's either the second, I think it's the second round. They were going to pick that dude Sims. But then he got picked by the Giants. So they come up with Joe Montana. Okay, this is in 79. They come up with Joe Montana. And so with Joe Montana, he does his thing. They hook him up with Bill Walsh. Remember, Eddie, but that's back in the days when you can spend bread, when you can spend that money. That's why the Cowboys were so veered back in the days, because he had money and it was no salary cap. You could just throw money at a player, and hey, it's all good. We had money too. The Niners had money. I think they had that mafia money that Eddie Barlow, man, they had that mafia money, you know what I'm saying? He over in Vegas now doing it real big. That's another story. But they get Joe Montana, Bill Walsh, that West Coast system. You know what I'm saying? Get a couple of wide receivers you might have heard of them, Jerry Rice. They go get Taylor. They go get, they put together a little squad. And then they start running the NFL. Literally running the NFL. They didn't need the referees to cheat for them, Chiefs. They didn't need none of that. The Deflategate, Brady. They didn't need none of that stuff. It was the West Coast system, and Joe Montana would carve you up. It is what it is. You can get mad at history, and to this day, everybody in every single playbook got a piece of the West Coast offense in it. Know that it generated on the West Coast with the Niners. And so, that's the little history. It's more to the story about, OJ. And the crazy part about it, he was with the Niners, and the Niners was so bad they was able to have a high pick. And that high pick actually went to Buffalo. The first round pick went to Buffalo, and the second pick went to the Niners. Whoa, we already had it, but it was a high pick, and so it was either Sims or Montana, and the Giants got the dude Sims, and we got Joe Montana. So that's crazy. That's crazy how, because OJ was not that good, we went from this to running the NFL. And people don't want to admit that, but the Niners were running the NFL, man. That's just what it is. Even when the 85 Bears and that defense, they did them dirty. They got a whole game where the Niners just used the fullback and tore up the 85 Bears. It is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? So let me know what y'all think. Did I miss anything about this? Because this is, and like I said, he is from San Francisco. He got a park over in Potrero Hill that was named after him. It's like a big mural out there. Fool never went out there and never went back. He got rich, left, never went back to San Francisco. He stayed in Potrero Hill. That's where his family was at, from Potrero Hill. It's like the projects. Never really seen him, never seen him come back, none of that stuff. Imagine that. From the ghetto, get rich, move to Beverly Hills, get football, get money, move to Beverly Hills, and never come back. But like I said, that's how OJ, we get the Super Bowls and everything else. Let me know what y'all think. Leave it in the comments, man. Leave it in the comments. Make sure you subscribe. Peace. I'm out of here.